Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all feeling today? How's everybody feeling? Let me get through the good mornings. Riri Lady, good morning. Zadrick, good morning. What's going on? Keith Hunt, good morning. Jersey in the building. Black Pearl, good morning. Charmaine, good morning. Tessa, what's going on? What's going on, Tessa? Beast, what's good? How you feeling? Good morning, Latika.
I don't think he went to school nowhere. If he went to school, he didn't learn nothing.
Felix, good morning. Good morning, Marie.
You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job.
Marie, let me know if you want to keep that same sound effect or if you want me to get something new for you. Let me know. Let me know if it's another sound effect you like, Marie, or if you want to keep that one. C. Brown Run, good morning. James Woodard, good morning. Riri Lady says, I'm listening at the job because the rent is going on. Talk to him. Hey, rent don't care. They don't care what you got going on. They don't care what you spent your money on. Hey, pay me. Pay me what you owe me. Detroit Gemini, what's going on? Yo, we got a good one today. It was no other way I could title this stream. It was no other way I could title it. We are hitting 2 points today, y'all. We hitting 2 points. CBS Sports is looking to their CBS Sports is going to talk about Shedeur potentially being the starter next year. We're going to get to Mel Kiper. Shout out to Latika. Sending it to me on Patreon. We're going to get to Mel Kiper on what he thinks about Shedeur. Let me not mess this up. Let me see. Var Bullet. Let me know if I'm pronouncing it right. Yavar Bullet. Howdy from Florida. Good morning. Let me get to it. D, I was looking at flights and lodging to go to the game to see nephew as starting QB this year. What do you know about Sandusky, Ohio? There's a resort out there, but it's nice to stay in Cleveland. Oh, that's going to be too far. That's going to be too far of a drive for you, Marie. You're not going to want to make that long of a drive going all the way to Cleveland to go to a game. Now, if you were going there for a different reason or if you were staying there for a couple of days, if you're going there for 4 or 5 days, then it would be better. You can do Sandusky and drive, but Sandusky, you don't want to have that much of a drive going to a game. That's going to be way too far. If you're looking at some places, you want to be around Cleveland and you probably don't necessarily want to be in Cleveland. So if you are not in downtown Cleveland, where you could potentially be within about a 5-minute Uber ride or a 10 to 15-minute walk in downtown Cleveland, you can look at Beechwood. You can look at, I would say, you can look at Beechwood. You can look at Solon. You can look at, why is it slipping my brain? You can look at Twinsburg. Twinsburg not too far. Then on the west side, you can look at Westlake. You can look at Strongsville. You can look at some of those places. Some of the suburbs surrounding Cleveland. If you go west side, you can be closer to the airport where you're flying in at. But to me, Sandusky, that's going to be too far. Unless you plan on staying for like a week or something like that. But Sandusky, that's too far of a drive. Way too far of a drive, Marie. Way too far. Mel Kiper stay crashing out about Shedeur. Hey, standing on business. Say it with his chest every time. I'm over the Cleveland media. TJ Ward called them out and Mary Kay was salty. For real. Doggy Bone, what's good? Orangeburg, South Carolina in the building. It's gonna be two main points to this show. Of course, we're gonna go over the Mel Kiper stuff, Shedeur being the quarterback next year, and then we're gonna get to the Cleveland media, y'all. Because the Cleveland media is trying to pull a fast one. No problem, Marie. The Cleveland media is trying to pull a fast one, y'all. What they are trying to do is they are trying to not react to what he said the issue was. And they are trying to say, we just hard on people. Nah, that ain't gonna work. Mikey McNuggets was fighting for his life in the comments on X. We're going to look at it. Bull was talking about he was so frustrated. He went off on this whole tangent. But I'm just going to tell y'all what the real issue is. The real issue is Cleveland media has been messy. That's all it is. They've been messy, y'all. They have been messy. That's all it is. There's nothing else to it. And then I'm going to put receipts. And I'm not going to put receipts on what I think. I'm going to put receipts on what they actually say. So you be the judge if they're being messy or not. So when we get to that portion of the show and I'm showing you what they say, I want y'all to just tell me, are they being messy or are they not being messy? And we're going to find out. We're going to get to it. C.A. Anderson, good morning. What's going on? Y'all a little late, but Seattle is in the house. What's going on, C.A. Anderson? Shout out to you for signing up over there on Patreon. I appreciate you. You didn't miss much. We're going through the open. Make sure we greet everybody. You didn't miss much, C.A. Anderson. Tessa, y'all, I'm over Nick Wright and his audience. He hates a confident quarterback. Yeah, y'all notice it ain't even worth showing him no more. He was one of those people pushing that Shedeur could potentially be out the league, so I can't get with that. Can't go for that. James Woodard, did you hear 92.3? James, which show specifically? If it's Ken Carmen and Anthony Lima, probably not. If it's Jonathan Peterlin, I think it's Jonathan Peterlin and Nick Wilson. I listen to them. So give me a little bit more information. I'll let you know. I don't think I have them on the docket today, but I did watch some of their stuff, so I could get to it easy. Just let me know, James Woodard. Y'all know Mel probably talks about Shedeur behind the scenes because of the way Phil Yates grown when he started speaking facts. He wasn't trying to hear it. Mikey McNugget was fighting and deflecting. He was a lot of it. Let's go down this messy history with the Browns media. I'm tired of them. Felix, we gonna get to it. He was deflecting hard when they called Jason out in the comments, for real. Key Mathis, what's going on? How you feeling? Good morning. Oh, shout out to Charmaine. Marie, you see what Charmaine said? She said, who you know from Sandusky? I am from there. Let me know what you're going to do. I'll meet you. James Woodard, you got it. Okay, all right, that's the one you was talking about. With the Miles and the Miles and the Shedeur shirt. Okay, got you. I can get to that one. I can get to that one. I don't understand why more people don't listen to Jonathan and Nick. I like their show. Very balanced in thoughts. Yes, I agree. They are pretty balanced. That's probably part of the problem, though. You know, when you have a balanced approach to what you're talking about, what people want to do is they just want to box you in. And I try to limit who I let box me in. Because people never box you in for a good reason. They never say, man, you know what? That's the smartest brother I ever seen. They never say that. They never say, you know what? Man, he does a great job. He's a hard worker. That's not the box they put you in. The box they put you in is something where they want to use it against you in a deflammatory way. So don't put me in those boxes. You can't put me in boxes like that. I won't allow you to do that. That's what they want to do. So it's never a positive. Good morning, Ms. Brown. How you feeling? Did you see that chart from DraftKings predicting Shedeur's next 10 years? I think it shows if he's a starter. I think it said the Browns Super Bowl winners in 5 years. I think pull it up. Oh, give me more information. I'll definitely put it up. I haven't seen it. But if you got more information, let me know. G. Bush spoke up for TJ. He knows the truth. For real. Oh, we gonna get to it. G. Bush like, nah, this is what they talking about. Not what you're trying to say. All right, let me see. I'm finding that video James Woodard was talking about. I watched it yesterday, so let me set it here. Make sure I have it so we can get to it later.
Today, the show started with.
All right, we're going to get to that later. Yeah, Marie, give me a little bit more information where I can find it. I'll definitely put it up. All right, let's get it. Let's get this thing started. So I'm one of those people. I go down like various rabbit holes of trying to get more information. And I was like, man, I've been doing a lot of like rah-rah motivation, get you hype motivation. And I kind of wanted to switch it up just a little bit. And I'm like, I wanted to get some wisdom as motivation today. So I want y'all to remember this. I'm doing this for a reason now. I wanted to use wisdom as motivation today. So that's going to be the main focus. And we're going to look at Maya Angelou. That's what we're going to look at. They're flipping on Ken now because he isn't doing that. Yeah, I give him minimal energy. Let's get to it, y'all. Let's get this thing going. We got a jam-packed show today. Let me get this set up real quick. I didn't set up my Chrome tab to show y'all, but we're going to do it live. There we go. All right, let's go. And I love this quote as well. I love this. All right, let's get this going.
When people show you who they are, believe them.
Yes, absolutely. A person says to you, I'm selfish, or I'm mean, or I am unkind.
Or I'm crazy.
Or believe them. They know themselves much better than you do. Mm-hmm. But no, more often than not, those of us who don't trust life say, don't say a thing like that. You're not really crazy. You're not really unkind. You're not really mean. And as soon as you say that, the person
let you know
and shows you, I told you. Mm-hmm. I told you I was unkind. So now why are you angry?
When she first told me this story, I was talking about.
I love that quote. My mom said that to me a long time ago. I didn't know. I didn't know she got it from Maya Angelou. But I love that quote. I love it. I even like how she gave an example too. So just remember that it's a reason. Let me see. This is a little bit too. All right, about right there. That's better. All right, let's get to the next one. I got another one. Not just one. I got two.
The most boring and the most dangerous people are those self-righteous people who would have you believe they have no skeletons in their closets. In fact, they have no closets. They're full of baloney. I mean, I think that before you judge anybody, you should look at yourself and have enough courage to admit what you see. The most boring.
All right, y'all. I like this so much. I like this one so much. I let me tell y'all, I was looking at this. I was like, man, oh man, I got to share this. But I like this one a lot as well. So I'm going to run this one back because I really want y'all to pay attention to what she's saying right here, y'all. I want y'all to get it. It's almost as if she knew we was going to have this live stream today. She knew it.
Boring and the most dangerous people are those self-righteous people who would have you believe they have no skeletons in their closets. In fact, they have no closets. They're full of baloney. I mean, I think that before you judge anybody, you should look at yourself and have enough courage to admit what you see.
Ooh.
The most.
Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it, y'all. I love it. I'm looking for the chart. I saw it this morning during Money Main Live. He showed it at the end of his live stream. Okay, cool. If not, I'll pull up his live stream. Let me slightly adjust his light. Wet 11s. Good morning. How you feeling? How are you feeling? I'm late. I was making my fish and grits. All right, this gonna take us off track, but I got a question. Don't blame me. Blame Wet 11s. What do y'all put on your grits? Or do you put anything on your grits? What do you put in your grits? Let me know. Talk to me. I'm going to wait before I tell y'all what I put on my grits. But I just want to know, what do y'all put on your grits? We blaming Wet 11s for this segment. What do y'all put on your grits while I adjust my light? I don't like this light. I don't want to be distracted by it. Let's go. Let's go this way. Kill some of the brightness. Look a little bit better. A reasonable black woman. Good morning. Good morning. Ivy League Mac. Ivy League Mac, what's going on? Good morning. Have enough courage to admit what you see. C.A. Anderson, I like that. I could just watch this 20 times in a row, y'all. Zedric, that is such a great quote. Once I read that years ago, I never viewed people the same. It opened my eyes to that's who they are, for real. Joanna, good morning. Okay. All right, y'all. All right, let's go through the responses. It's funny. Is one person here. One person here who eats their grits the same way I do. So let's go through them. Miss Brown says butter. Key Mathis, butter, not sugar or jelly. James says salt and pepper and cheese. Latika says butter and salt. Black Pearl says butter and cheese. Ivy League Mac, butter on my grits mixed with the eggs. My grandma used to do that. Riri says cheese, cream cheese, and butter when my big bag is in season. Not when my big bag is in season. Salt and pepper, no sugar. C.A. Anderson, sugar and butter. Marie, salt, pepper, butter, and cheese. Phyllis, salt, pepper, butter. Salt, pepper, butter. I gotta tell y'all, C.A. Anderson, you speaking my language right there. C.A. Anderson is speaking my language. I'm one of the people, just give me a little bit of butter, throw that sugar on it. Let me tell y'all, that's how I rock out. I don't mix nothing. I don't mix nothing with my grits. I'm weird about mixing stuff in my food. Like I like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even really like my food touched, to be honest with y'all. But sugar and butter, that's the win right there. That is the win for me, y'all. That's how I do it. That's the win for me. Shout out to Wet 11s pulling up and getting us into a different conversation. But Latika said, ooh, no. Yeah, sugar and butter. And I find it funny because a lot of y'all said no sugar. And I was just reading it like, ooh, wait till I tell them this. Yes, I'm a butter and sugar person. Shout out to C.A. Anderson. Y'all. It's funny because I see people eat grits similar to how my grandma used to, how my mom does. Yeah, keep at this sweet grits. They Hey, that's me. So if you ever happen to be at a brunch with me and you see me go for the sugar, just mind your business. If you see me go for the sugar, just mind your business, y'all. Mind your business. Mind your business. Dior, we go to talk about that young man on the Pivot podcast. Wet 11s, I didn't wait. Actually, let me think. I saw a clip of the Pivot podcast. It was, I think the guy is mixed, if I'm not mistaken, and he was talking about his experience because of his scholarship he got. I think that's what you're talking about. I didn't watch enough of it to speak on it a lot because I only saw a clip of it. I didn't get to watch the whole thing. Y'all know what's funny? So y'all know, now y'all are getting the understanding of how picky I am with certain things, with how I eat. But all of y'all are like, nah, I can't go for that sugar on the grits. I can't go for it. That's me, y'all. That's me. I'm the guy. I got all my son's friends eating fish and grits. They eating good. They eating good this morning. They are eating good this morning. Y'all know it's me. Hey, I'm just going to, if you ever happen to be at brunch with me and you see me grab this sugar, mind your business. Mind your business, because the sugar is going on the grits, y'all. The sugar and butter is going on the grits. Tennessee Girl, I Can't Stand Bland Grits, mind your business. And by Ashley from Fresh Prince Voice, mind your business, for real. For real. Let's keep this thing going. Let's keep it going. Natalie sent me this. I thought this was funny.
2, 1, 2, 3.
Get the got my face.
4, 5. I don't get this one.
Sing happy birthday. Happy birthday.
1,
2, 3, let's go. Dun, 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 dun.
1, 2, 3.
Bro, answer the question.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Release them.
4.
What? Release them. You ain't ever seen that TikTok?
What you releasing?
Release them.
Shorty Joy. Shorty. Y'all don't know about that. They don't know about that. If y'all know, you know. That's it. All right, now go.
1, 2, 3, to the four. Snoop Doggy Dog knocking that choke. Dope. Hey, I like that.
One
right
person
there.
knew.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun.
I don't got you. I'm not there.
Is it a song? Okay, that's funny.
That looks like a fun funeral.
1, 2.
Only one person
1,
got it,
2,
y'all.
3.
Only one person got it, and he was hyped when he got it. Let me go back to when he got it. That was the funniest part of this to me. Oh man, it's not gonna let me do it. Let's watch it back through.
Sing happy birthday. Happy birthday.
1, 2, 3, let's go. Dun 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 dun.
1, 2, 3.
Bro, answer the question.
1.
Ask the question.
2, 1, 2, 3.
Release them.
4.
Release them. You ain't ever seen that TikTok?
What you releasing?
Release them.
Shorty Joy. Shorty. Y'all don't know about that. They don't know about that. If y'all know, you know. That's it. All right, now go.
1, 2, 3, to the four. Snoop Doggy Dog knocking that choke. Dope. Hey, I like that right there. Fuck all that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun.
I don't got you. I'm not
I don't
there.
got you.
Is it a song?
Y'all, this had me crying. I was dying laughing at this. One person knew what was going on. The rest of them was so lost. Right, Zedric, what are you releasing? Oh man. Shout out to Keymasters. Definitely, y'all, hit that like button. Hit that like button on the way in. If you've not seen Leah break down, you must watch and share with the stream. I have the link to post here. She's a statistics major, by the way. Jason them wants stats. She shuts them up. I sent the G-Bus for UCSS. I did see it. It's been going around. Shout out to Zedric. Actually, 3 people sent it to me. Zedric sent it to me. Michelle sent it to me. C Brown Run sent it to me. So I did watch it, and I was telling Zedric, I watched it all the way through. To me, her stats, they definitely matched the eye test. I was curious where she got her stats from, but her stats matched the eye test. All right, y'all, this light is getting on my nerves. Keep switching up on me as the stream is going, and it's shining on my face. I don't like it. So I did see her stuff. I think she does great work too. I think she does great work. Nobody wants to have real conversations when it comes to the stats. They just say they want to talk about the stats. They don't want to have real conversations about it. Because as soon as somebody brings the stats that don't match the narrative they're pushing, they don't want to talk about stats no more. After that, they don't want to talk about stats. Okay, that's better. Yeah. Once it doesn't match, they don't want to talk about stats. They would want to. I don't like this, man. Oh man. Man, y'all see how my brain work? I just get distracted by the smallest things. All right, this is what we're gonna do. Give me a minute, y'all. Let me fix this light. I'm gonna cut off one of these lights I got. I don't like how this light is shining on me. I'll be right back, y'all. Stay with me. Switch up my light. Light was getting to me, distracting me, and I don't want to be distracted the whole stream. So let me see. Give some of this brightness. There we go. That's a lot better. A lot better. A.M. Williams, what's going on? How you feeling? I like those stats too. Eye test is key for sure. It definitely is. That's what I was arguing with Nick Wright supporters about the stats. They don't really want to talk about the stats. They don't want to talk about the EPA. They don't want to talk about production. They don't want to talk about big time throws. They don't want to talk about average depth of target. They don't want to talk about any of that stuff. You know, they just want to keep it in a bubble on the stats that make Shedeur look a certain way. So Detroit Gemini asked me about this, and I said with certain people, it's like talking to a brick wall. It's like talking to a brick wall. So once you realize that a person is just here to argue, at that point, decide whether they're worth your time or not. Decide whether they're worth your time. Because some of these people, they're not worth your time. They're not worth your time. Coach CJ, what's going on? How you feeling? I appreciate that, C.A. Anderson. I was working on that last night. I have a lot of stuff that I want to work on that I want to just add to the stream. So, you know, now that I don't have to watch as much film, I'm going to be continuously adding more and more things. The NFL named Shedeur top 10 rookie. The NFL know what it's doing. The NFL know what it's doing. The people in Cleveland and other places don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. That Mina Combs, I want her to zip it. This is the issue. When people are grading Shedeur like a veteran, they're not grading him on a rookie scale. So it's going to look crazy when they talk about him because I believe it's intentional. I believe they're intentionally trying to steer the narrative in a certain direction about him. That's what I believe. I stopped arguing with these folks. They don't want the truth. They want to stick with their narratives. I'm glad you're on the fight. Protect your peace. For real. You have to. You have to. CO7 111. What's going on? How you feeling? Talk to him. Detroit Gemini, thank you. That is a perfect response. If I see one more person say Shedeur is the worst QB because of his low QBR score, I told them to tell me how it's calculated. That's it. They got no response because they don't know. ESPN won't release it. ESPN won't release it, so they can't even tell you. It's just like EPA. It's just like EPA. EPA shows that Malik Willis is the best quarterback with more than 50 dropbacks. Nobody believes that, so we can put EPA to bed. It's a team stat. Malik Willis and Jordan Love are both in the top 10 of EPA. That just means that the Green Bay Packers have an efficient offense. That's what it means. New story. Now the media is blaming Barry, saying no coach wants to come here because of him. Hey. You know what? Everybody who is now blaming Andrew Barry, they really don't like Shedeur. This is them every night. They can cry me a river. Go somewhere else. They can cry me a river. Cry me a river.
Miles, I know you're all about team first. So,
all right, I think I just changed it from where I wanted to start this from with what I just did. So let me get to it. I think it's going to be somewhere back here after this. We're going to get to people saying Shedeur should be the starter. Make sure I'm at the right spot. I think it was towards the end. Let's see. Should be about here.
A year ago, Pat P. You presented it, so I'll go to you here first. Who do you think should be leading that depth chart when we do come into camp?
Ah, man, that's an interesting question, but I believe it should be Shedeur. I really do, because
Why does Quincy Carey hate Shedeur so much? He might be worse than Jason. To me, he is playing the act because he lacks substance and he picked a side. He decided that the hater side would get him a lot of people because so many people hate on Shedeur. So everybody has a decision. When I turn on Streamlabs, I turn on this camera, turn on this microphone, I got a decision. I could give y'all who I am and let y'all determine if y'all want to rock with me or not, or I could play a role that I think people will respond to, and I can use that for views. So for me, just like the sugar on the grits, I just say, hey, mind your business. You ever see me at brunch putting the sugar on the grits, mind your business, because I'm still going to eat sugar and butter on my grits. That's what it is. Other people will look at the comments and say, man, a lot of people are saying salt, pepper, and cheese. So you know what they're going to say? Man, I eat salt, pepper, and cheese on my grits. And they're just going to flow with whatever everybody else is saying. It takes a person with courage to get out here and say what they feel and let the people determine if they enjoy it. So to me, these people have picked a side. They're playing the Skip Bayless against LeBron role. That got Skip Bayless 15 years of fame. You don't think somebody sees that in Shedeur? So I think they're playing a role. Quincy wants Mendoza. Yeah, hey, he can want them all he wants. Raiders drafted him. Mina Kimes is represented by CAA. Once I learned that, I realized she's a spokesperson for them, for real. Right. So they blame Shedeur for his low QBR, but say he wasn't responsible for the 3 wins. You can't make this stuff up. Shedeur got them in a chokehold, for real. They secretly love him, for real. Sent the DraftKings photo to your inbox on X. All right, bet. Zedric, I'll pull it up. Shout out to you. Zedric be on it, y'all. Zedric be on it. Shanithia, what is going on? How you feeling?
Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride.
Come to Off the Record D, where we gonna read your super chats. Your voice is gonna be heard. Shout out to Shanithia, y'all. Awesome supporter. Shout out to you. I don't understand people that can be sold for views and clicks, knowing you aren't right. I could never. I couldn't do it. I can't. I'm too stubborn to do that. I'm too stubborn to move off. When I put all this work in and I'm watching all this film and I'm learning more about the game of football and I'm doing all these things, I am way too stubborn to just move off of that because a few people agree with me. Not me. We leave off that. Agreed, because the way they talk about Shedeur. Shout out to Charmaine. She said, no. Where did I leave off at? Agreed. The way they talk about Shedeur and Jackson Dart is totally different. With Jackson, it needs to be a better supporting cast. Isn't that Shedeur's situation? It is. It's just Maya. What's going on? How you feeling? Coach Prime interview with Unc and Chico. Coach Prime said he made some money this year beyond his contract. He mentioned 50 or 5 mil, but it was enough. They are going to buy beachfront property together. He's straight. It doesn't last long once he starts winning. That's it.
Oh my God! Wow!
I got money.
Shout out to Charmaine. I appreciate you. Hardest working woman in Ohio. We are Virgos, D. No sugar on grits. Hey, Charmaine, I told you. You ever see me at brunch? When I grab the butter and the sugar, let me live. Just mind your business. Mind your business. Let me do my thing. Kofar, what's going on? How you feeling? Man? How you feeling? One thing about the grifting, the well always dries up and they have to change course, for real. CO7111, you all good. All right, let's go. Let's pull up what Zedric sent us. So let me get over here. I heard that and I said they thought they stopped his bag, but look at God, for real. They can't mess with his money. I think Shedeur helped Shiloh buy his home in Miami. It looks really nice and big. Yeah, I saw Bucky's video when he made it down there. They went straight to go see Shiloh. They went straight to go see Shiloh. Straight to him. Let me go here. And let's go here. All right, I got it. All right, so let me pull it up. Let's go Chrome tab. All right, here we go. We got it here. All right. We predicted Shedeur's entire NFL career. They said he's going to play for 3 teams. That's surprising. Accolades and trophies, 2030 Super Bowl. I think that's 2030 MVP. 7 times Pro Bowl, Hall of Fame class of 2046, 62,000 yards, 454 touchdowns, 68% completion percentage, and 144 wins. What do you know? That 144 number came back. Hey, shout out to Zedric. Shout out to Zedric. Shout out to Marie. I appreciate y'all. Hey, this would be a career that they would look crazy for betting against. Crazy. Crazy. I love seeing how they love and support each other. My sister and I are like that. For real, you got to stick together with, especially with your siblings. I like that show because they said Shedeur will start. Yes, CBS, they said, hey, it's going to be Shedeur. Did 12 have any games where he threw for 33 yards like Dart or even 52 yards like Cam? If 12 had a game like that, they lose their minds. For real, Kofal. I think Shedeur helped Shiloh. Okay, I got that one. They got that one. All right, let's see. Let's see. Copy. Let's see. Let's see. Social stream. Why you come up? I don't want the social stream. Let me see. Can you provide the link to the prediction site? Oh, I'll show y'all too. Oh no. That was for Zedric. Okay. I thought you were talking about something else, Shanithia.
People that watch our show are strong.
All right, this is what Wet 11's just sent. So let me copy it. Let me get it over here. Let's see what we got going on. Let's paste it.
People that watch our show.
All right. This is RC. This is RC. So let's see. Oh, Wet 11's, you know about RC. I look at him kind of funky. In the light. So hopefully, hopefully he not tripping over here. Hopefully he not tripping. All right, let's see what we got.
Are strong supporters of Shedeur Sanders. What made you make that choice today to wear this jersey?
It's all about the underdog, and I think Shedeur Sanders is put in a peculiar position where his dad's a great, but a lot of people don't like that relationship that his dad has in his life. But what I see is a black father investing in his son, and I think, you see how he coaches him but fathers him, and I think that's one of the most intimate experiences that I get to witness, is what he poured into his sons, is that confidence, that belief in self. And I think there's a lot of judgment on how he exists, but I just see somebody who's confident in himself and wants to pursue greatness. He was projected high in the draft pick, but pick 144, I think a lot of people would quit mentally. I don't know what that is like.
Hold up.
I like it. Boog has been talking about this on X, where he's saying nobody's circumstances are similar to what Shedeur went through, and I would agree. With that. RC and Mr. Nasty Bunny in the background, for real. I like, his name is Tyreek Withers. I like his point of view. I like his perspective. A lot of people would crumble under the pressure that Shedeur Sanders faces just being himself every day, and he didn't crumble. And I think some people are upset about it. But shout out to Wet 11s. I appreciate you. I like that. That's a good perspective. I didn't even see that clip. I didn't even see it.
He was never really given a fair shot coming into the season, and he has shown some progression throughout his time as a starting quarterback. It seemed to me that he gave that team some life. I believe the Deshaun Watson contract is something that's going to be an umbrella over this team.
It is what it is.
And it's not going to allow them to get better at other positions. So when you have 2 rookie quarterbacks under contract, you want to find a way to take advantage of that. So if I'm the Cleveland Browns, I'm probably leaning towards going into the season with Shedeur Sanders.
I mean, the right thing for them to do would be give the keys to Shedeur, allow him to have a full offseason operating as QB1 going into the training camp so he can be ready to put forth his best effort. But the Cleveland Brown thing, they will do, I believe they will hand the keys to Deshaun Watson. I think so. I think because you made a good point, it's almost like his contract has handcuffed this organization and he has all the leverage. Now, will he remain QB1 throughout 2026? We have to wait and see. But I believe the right thing would be, Shedeur, you went through some ebbs and flows this year. It was expected. The entire team did. Yep. But now this is your job. Be prepared to lead us. But Cleveland will do the Cleveland thing. They're going to hand the keys over to Deshaun.
What they should do and what they will do are vastly different conversations, especially.
That's where everybody runs into a trap. Everybody runs into a trap where they try to guess what Cleveland's going to do. Just say what you believe would be best going forward. They always fall for that trap. Cleveland will do this, and then they end up wrong. When RC said on First Take that his son's plays for the Jets, it showed to me the difference between Coach Prime and RC. Coach Prime stands in his truth regardless. RC toes the line. For real. He doesn't eliminate the gray. He doesn't hold firm to what he believes. A lot of people in sports do that. Zedric Contessa, y'all on it? Yeah, I knew he looked familiar. He did the movie Him with Marlon Wayans. It's a football movie. Latika, that jersey is fire. Yeah, you see the Colorado Buffs. You see 144 on it. They look so jealous. Yeah, they wasn't feeling it. They were not feeling how he was speaking at that moment. I will crumble under all that pressure, and that's real courage to admit what I see. For real. A lot of people would. I told y'all, at Shedeur's age, it's no way I would have handled this like he did. No way. I'd have been popping off at the mouth at people all day. When I was his age, of course I would. They are not handing the keys to Watson. The fans will riot. The fans dislike Watson more than Dylan. Watson will not be QB1. For real. They just talking. Watson is not starting. He's not. They just talking. All right, let's keep it rolling, y'all. Let's get to Mel Kiper.
And who was their new young star going to be at number 6?
They're doing a mock draft with Phil Yates. Let's get this. I want this to look better. Can't have my boy Mel out here looking crazy in 360p.
Field.
Yeah, the Browns are going to stay somewhat local here. I'm going to give them wide receiver Carnell Tate from Ohio State. And GM Andrew Berry, who after the Kevin Stefanski firing addressed the media, talked about
Zedric, you hit the nail on the head. It's the laziest way for them to talk about Shedeur. They haven't been able to predict nothing that Andrew Berry's did. Nothing. They couldn't predict what he's doing in the draft. They couldn't predict any of it. So now y'all know what he's going to do? Come on now. These people couldn't pick Andrew Berry out of a lineup if they had to. So I'm not listening to them. And what they're doing, this is a mistake. They're making. They keep going back to the Browns' history, and they're putting all that on Andrew Berry. So they're saying, well, the Browns did this in 99. The Browns did this in 2003. The Browns did this in 2006. Wasn't Andrew Berry here? The Browns did this. Was Andrew Berry here? They tell us that what a team did before you got there doesn't matter to the players. So how are you putting what a team did before the general manager got there on the general manager? Make it make sense, y'all. They don't know what they're talking about. Joanna, me too. My mouth would have lost it a long time ago, for real. Shedeur could have popped off at so many people so many times. These Shedeur media cash cows about to dry up when he starts shutting down these haters, for real. They are just pulling straws now, for real. Just grasping. I'm going to skip a little bit ahead when they showing these Carnell Tate stuff. Let's get to Mel Kiper because I can't show those highlights.
Jr. this past year in the draft. The Browns need to keep providing weapons for whoever is their quarterback.
Yeah, real quick, you said it, Felix. Somebody can catch the football on a regular basis, and that's what Tate does. That's what Shedeur Sanders needs.
Talk to him, Mel.
21-12 had Sal Cannella caught a beautiful throw for a touchdown, was dropped, and then they had to come back, and Shedeur leads them down for the field goal to win it, and get them to win the final 2 games of the year, and ends up his rookie season in 3-4 as a starter. So for Shedeur to have guys who are dependable, like a Carnell Tate, you have Njoku, who didn't play, by the way, yesterday. Neither did Fannin. Judkins hurt. Offensive line obviously outmanned in a lot of games. So now you start fortifying that talent around your, I think, future standout quarterback in Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah.
Talk to him, Mel. Don't switch up. Mel Kiper, he's saying this.
Everybody stay on that side when they switched up. You switched up, stay on that side, man.
Stay on that side. We ain't switching up. You put some pass catchers around him. He talked about that dime pass that he threw to Cannella, that Cannella dropped in the touchdown. He talked about, he was nice when he was talking about the offensive line. I don't know if y'all caught that. He said the offensive line was undermanned. He said was undermanned. That was being nice, Mel. They weren't that good. They were the worst in the league, but I can rock with it. That's what Shedeur needs. Mel put a name on it. For real. For real. Andrew Berry is the smartest in the room. His brother is the GM for the Eagles. He knows what he's doing. He know what he's doing. Look at Yates' face. Man, he got that bitter beer face. He got the bitter beer face. Y'all remember that? A long time ago? Let me see. I got to show y'all. I got to show y'all. Let me show y'all this real quick. So this was big. I don't know when was this in the 90s when this was a big thing? That boy, he got that bitter beer face. He's sitting there looking like, I don't want to hear about this no more. Stop talking about this guy. Stop talking about this guy. Stop talking about him. That just reminded me of something. Let me do something real quick, y'all. What was my last graphic? Let me change this. Let me add to it. That just reminded me. As we were ending the last stream, let me see. Let me go back. Screenshots. Here we go. Come on now, Streamlabs. What are you? What are you doing? That's how he's sitting up there. He don't want it. He like, man, I can't keep hearing about this guy. Super bitter beer face. All right, let's get this back up. Let's go to it. I forgot about this, and I just thought about it. Shout out to C.A. Anderson.
Oh my God! Wow!
I got money.
This is from C.A. Anderson. This was at the end of the stream. I had already clicked end stream in OBS, so I couldn't get back on. But shout out to C.A. Anderson. Virgo, September 21st, overachiever, perfectionist, and I was the baby. I got my butt whooped, but I was slick. NGR sick. Yeah, we gotta change that. The bot is tripping. C.A. Anderson. Let me see something. Let's see. Make sure you can do what you gotta do. You'll be restored, C.A. Anderson. You'll be restored. I got you. So shout out to you. I appreciate you. I appreciate all your support. It just made me think about you sending your support at the end of the other stream. Legendary stream we had the other day. So I appreciate you. Yeah, the bot is tripping. My bad about the bot. The bot is tripping. All right, I want to show y'all something. This is Patreon. I told y'all I'm going to show y'all more on Patreon so y'all can see. We got the Off the Record NFL Challenge started. We got games starting tomorrow. The first game is at 4:30 on Saturday. We'll be live streaming tomorrow night at 8 p.m. for the Packers versus Bears game. But this is what I want y'all to do. If you are part of Patreon, free or paid membership, I commented below that post with the games. All I need you to do is to reply to each post with who you think will win that game, and I need you to have that done before Saturday at 4 p.m. Before Saturday at 4 p.m., I just need you to go in and respond who you believe will win. Who you believe will win for the Off the Record NFL Playoff Challenge. Tap in and do that for me, y'all, so we can keep this thing exciting and fun for the playoffs. All right, let's get back to it. Let's go back here and go here. And my bad, C.A. Anderson, you're gonna be back. You're gonna be back a bit to do what you need to do momentarily. Mel don't play with nobody when it comes to Shedeur, for real. Mel Kiper standing on business. He is. TJ had to speak up for Shedeur the other night on Speak Easy when Shedeur's number hater was going off on him. Yeah, Black Pearl, I don't even watch them, talk to them. I click do not recommend channel for those peoples over there. Shout out to Shady McCoy though. Shout out to Shady McCoy. Wet 11 says, I'm giving the winner of the Super Bowl a cash prize. Okay, Wet 11s. Wet 11s. Hey. Wet 11s said, hey, get in. She giving a cash prize. She giving a cash prize along with the prize that I'm giving people. So get in there. C.A. Anderson, Andrew Berry is a black GM boss. They getting ready to make a movie about him. Andrew Berry, the sauce man, I still can't get out of my head. You with that real player now, I'm going to bring the sauce. For real. He said that in Carolina, C.A. Anderson. He said that in Carolina. Shedeur is handled this year with class and grace. I would have been cut. A.M. Williams, for real. Mel has always supported Shedeur. The bitter face took me out. That's how he looking, y'all. He looking just like that bitter beer face. Just like it. The bot is tripping. Yeah, the bot is tripping. C.A. Anderson is going to be a moderator now, so she's not going to have no issues. She not going to have no issues. Wet 11 says, if you enter in, make sure you have Cash App so she can send the prize to the winner. Y'all, Acho is beefing with Nightcap. That dude, yeah, he's something else. At the end of the day, these ain't nothing but predictions of Shedeur's career. Shedeur might win 10 Super Bowls. Who know? For real. Tool Man, what's going on? How you feeling? How you feeling? Key Mathis, she got it. So she gonna do the NFL challenge. Zedric gonna lock his in after the stream. Tool Man says, what did I miss? Got here at the bitter beer face. Tool Man. So Mel Kiper was just talking about Shedeur moving forward, some of the things that Shedeur has overcame, and Phil Yates had the bitter beer face. So he like, dang, I can't keep hearing about Shedeur. Can't keep hearing about him. Charmaine also is going to get into the NFL challenge, playoff challenge. Shedeur is a media disruptor. Shedeur is a media disruptor, not a team disruptor. It is a beautiful thing watching media throw fits over him, for real. That's how you know Shedeur loves the game. Shedeur loves the game. He doesn't need. I'll put out. It's gonna come out today at some point. It's a clip where I'm saying Shedeur is a self-starter. He is a self-starter. He doesn't need a competition to bring out the best in him. He wants to be the best. C.A. Anderson, did you post yet? Am I too late for the challenge? You are not too late for the challenge. You are not too late for the challenge. You have until tomorrow at 4 p.m. to enter your picks on the challenge, C.A. Anderson. So just go to my last post. Go to my last post on Patreon. It came out this morning, and all you got to do under each comment, pick exactly who you believe will win that game. So you got time. You got time. You got over 24 hours to lock in your picks. Over 24 hours. And also, everybody, that is free to enter. So that's if you're free or paid on Patreon, you can enter into the NFL challenge. The winner is going to get some money. The winner is going to get some money.
I got money.
For Wet 11s, as well as a swag Shedeur / Cleveland Browns prize from me, is what I will say. Shout out to Black Pearl. I appreciate you. Let me get you up here.
Oh my God! Wow!
I got money.
Shout out to Black Pearl. I appreciate you. Love your content, and the way you interact with your chat is refreshing over here. Keep up the good work. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. This is a conversation. This is a conversation. That's how I want it to be. And that's how I want it to feel. And here you're going to be seen.
People not, I don't have one of those chats where you got to go all caps for me to see it or anything like that. I want you to be seen and heard, and we're having a conversation. So I try my best to read as much of the chat as I can, so you have a different level of interaction here. So I appreciate your kind words, and shout out to you for the support. I appreciate you, Black Pearl. Thank you. Acho just wants some attention for real. Acho need a hug, y'all. He need a hug. That's all that is. He got to go buy a dog or something. He got to go buy a dog. Not advocating violence, but I would have caught a case. Keith Hunt, I'm telling you, the way I was set up in my early 20s at that, man, come on now. I wouldn't have been able to handle this like Shedeur. If you are a person who is over the age of 40 and you are not giving Shedeur props for the way he is handling all these circumstances in this situation, then you are tripping, because he is handling this really, really, really well. Really well. Really well. That is why a lot of us rock with Shedeur, because we are built the same. I never needed someone to motivate me. Came out already. It's either going to be out at 12 o'clock on YouTube, and I think these are my times. I release YouTube shorts at 9 a.m. and noon, so it'll be one of those two today. And then also it's releasing on TikTok. TikTok is a later crowd, so it'll be at either noon or 3 p.m. So it'll be out today. At the latest, it'll be out at 12 o'clock on YouTube. At the latest. Y'all see Bucky video where Shiloh called him, and when he hit the player in the Bucks game, he had half the pressure on him. Half the pressure on him that Shedeur. Guess that slap was for the entire Sanders family. For real. I saw that, and he was asking Bucky, like, so what you do? So what you do? What you do all day? What you be thinking about? What you be thinking about? Watch how Kevin was telling him he made a great decision. Oh, Wet 11s. If that is let me see. If that is from the Browns mic'd up. Yes, I broke this down on Patreon because, pause. Stop. They're playing a lot of music and stuff in there, so I broke that down on Patreon. And I highlighted that Bill Musgrave was very encouraging of Shedeur, very encouraging, speaking life into him. Deuce Staley went over there and spoke to him. Bubba Ventrone went over there and spoke to him. And Kevin Stefanski, like, that was a right decision. That was a right decision. So I did see that as well. From Jeremy Fowler, the Browns have requested permission to interview Chargers defensive coordinator Jesse Minter for their head coaching job. I don't know. I really want them to go offensive-minded head coach as my first choice. That's what I would prefer. I want to see them go offensive-minded. Jesse Minter, he was okay. He does really well with safeties. So it's some stuff to like about him. He wouldn't be at the top. He would be maybe top 10 on my list, but he wouldn't be top 5 on my list. Talking about Jesse Minter. Over 40 and before I got saved, slap box on site. Key Mathis, for real. For real. I got a different level of patience right now. But at his age, 23, come on now. I wouldn't have handled it well. All right, this is what has Cleveland media in shambles, y'all. They're in shambles about
that
this.
statement without doing what
Cleveland media is in shambles about this one comment. And I'm going to show y'all. We're going to go to X first. We're going to go to X. Y'all know I'm the person. I keep them CVS receipts, y'all. I keep them CVS receipts, y'all. Who are your top 5 head coaches? The top 5 that I would say John Harbaugh, Brian Flores, Clint Kubiak. Then I like the defensive coordinator from Seattle, Erden, I believe is his name. I like him a lot because of the style of defense he run. I've been studying defenses, and his defense is really good under Mike McDonald. So those are my top 4. Who would be number 5? Let's see. I got to think about the 5th one, because I will probably be somebody from the Sean McVay tree. I don't know if I would take their DC. I might take their OC, Mike LaFleur. Mary Kay says she is going to approach TJ about what he said. You want to talk to his shoulder? Like he don't care about talking to you, Mary Kay. He don't care about talking to you. What's your take on Miami's former head coach? I wouldn't take him as a head coach. I would gladly take him as an OC. Gladly take him as an OC. Gladly. He will be a first timer. Hard to say. Yeah, it's if I'm going to take a first timer, I'm taking a first timer that's an offensive specialist. I don't know about the defensive specialist as my top choice. So yeah, Mary Kay tripping. She don't know what she's talking about. But this is what got him in shambles. And then I'm going to show y'all how messy they've been this year. Because sometimes I think people forget what the Cleveland media has done this year. And since they have forgot, Nathan Zagura was talking about Mike LaFleur this morning. Yeah, he has a brother in coaching already, and Matt LaFleur. And also he is from the Sean McVay tree. He worked very closely with Sean McVay. So those are some of the things I appreciate. That's part of the reason why I like Clint Kubiak. Clint Kubiak worked very closely with Kyle Shanahan. So it's just that mentorship that they were getting. Our offense needs to be fixed, y'all. Our offense needs to be fixed. It has to be fixed. I like Nathan Zagura. Yeah, I like Nathan as well. Offensive-minded rookie head coach based on what AB said this week, for real. That's what I would take. TJ got him in shambles, y'all. She don't want that TJ Smoke trust. He said he's not cried since he was 10. Yeah, it's funny who they try to get tough on. They try to get tough on people who would be nowhere near them.
We just did. Like, talking. Yeah. Like, Cleveland, dealing with the reporters and the media in Cleveland is misery. And every year they looking for a fresh start, no matter who it is and where they at. And that's what that quote is all about. Like, to me, there's one quarterback in this draft really deserving to be even in the first round, and that's Mendoza, the first overall pick. The rest of these guys, I ain't gonna call them bums, but they not first round draft picks. All
right, we're gonna stop it here. That's the gist of the conversation, y'all, right there, what he just said. Cleveland media is misery, and Cleveland media is always looking at the next quarterback. That's true. That's the only way you can have 42 starting quarterbacks since 1999 is because you're always looking at the next one. He's not wrong there. Y'all been everybody. This is a question specifically for people who were not Browns fans before Shedeur got there. This is a question for you. Do you believe he accurately described Cleveland media based on what you've seen in one season since you've been paying attention since Shedeur being there? If it's a yes, put yes in the chat. If it's a no, put no in the chat. And this is for people who are only looking at the Browns because of Shedeur. That's the question for y'all. That is the question. They can't even keep up with what they say week to week. It was a new lie on top of the old lie every other day. Zedric, for real. For real. They haven't asked to interview Kubiak yet. I wonder why. I don't know if they don't want to show their hand yet. I don't know if they don't want to show their hand yet. I saw this clip yesterday. He was 100% correct about the media. For real. D is crazy. All the coaches you mentioned, Kyle and Sean, all the coaches that asked for Shedeur once they quarterback went down. It's a reason why I'm saying to people I'm saying. I'm not just throwing names out there. Cleveland media need to start watching games like they watch social media posts, for real, because they definitely got thin skin, and they got rabbit ears. They hearing what people say. Some coaches are about chemistry. Some coaches are about X and O's. Shedeur needs a balance because Shedeur is more likely to make a mental mistake than anything, and so a Phil Jackson style coach. To make sure his mental is stable. I get what you're saying too, man. I get what you're saying. I think he also needs somebody who understands the game inside and out, and they can explain it and not just tell him to do it. The definition of insanity, he told no lies. That's all they talked about this year's new QB, for real. So y'all see it. Y'all see what he's saying. Y'all agree with what he's saying. Like, he's not off base with what he's saying. He is not off base with what he's saying. He is not off base. The only QB they were willing to live with while complaining about him was Dylan. I think that's only because of Stefanski, for real. I was thinking that too. The AB playing chess. They don't know what Andrew Berry gonna do. Now, we have come to a consensus here that TJ is accurate in what he's saying. So let me show y'all them. Let me show y'all their response first before I start breaking them down, y'all. Let me show y'all their response first.
No, that means you're losing every year, and we want continuity and win.
Hold on, let me get to you. Let me get some of the stuff I got in the background. Let me get this down. I'm gonna keep that for
today.
Later.
The show started with news out of Miami that not the Hurricane.
All right, pause that. Now let's get to their response, and then I'm gonna show y'all how messy they are. Why the burglars from Atlanta? It's just a lot of boosting that going on. A lot of boosting. It shows you that people in Cleveland respect Shedeur. I'll tell you that. Literally after OTAs, they moved to talking about Arch Manning. Not a lie at all. For real. Cleveland media resents Shedeur because he has made them relevant. Reason they tolerate DG because they knew Shedeur was sitting behind him. For real. Sounds like he needs a younger version of Bill Belichick. He gives the why for each action. For real. C.A. Anderson, great assessment there. Great assessment. Bill Belichick broke down the why to Tom Brady. Cleveland media is saying we can no longer look at Shedeur as a 5th-round pick. Cleveland media is all over the place, beast. They all over the place. All right, let's get it. So this is their response to TJ. The media made a living off of covering the next QB, not the actual play on the field. Maya, talk to him.
His record in his 4 years in Cleveland was 18-46.
And that's the media's fault. Why?
So the first thing they go to is his record. He said the media is misery. Y'all agree with that. He also said they're always looking for the next best thing. What is the first thing they go to? They go to the Browns record while he played on the Browns. What does that have to do with what he said? Nothing at all, y'all. Nothing at all.
Should the media be positive when a team's 18-46 in 4 years?
Yeah.
Zach, what?
To me, this is on purpose, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all, this is on purpose. They intentionally. We've seen people on sports shows do this for the longest. They never confront the issue that you brought up. They go to other things that make them feel comfortable, where they believe they can win the argument. So this is what they doing.
I know you say you don't care. That's fine. But what would you say to this?
I mean, my life's gone sideways when I'm worried about what Skip Bayless and TJ Ward are talking about.
Yeah. I liked TJ when he was here. Did you like him? Or no?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, I remember him vaguely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a decent player.
Yeah, he was a decent player.
He was probably their second best defensive back.
At the time, like, he was an outstanding second-round pick.
He was a solid NFL player there.
Still nothing. They're still not confronting anything he said.
He had a good career.
He would come. He and Joe Hayden would both come on with Dustin and I, like, somewhat regularly. Like, we'd have them a bunch of times. Yeah. And I'm sure he's not talking about me personally or Dustin, but, like, we were always fair to him. Go ahead, Tyvis.
Who was the safety? Who was his other safety? TJ Ward? Was it Tashawn Gibson?
Yeah, it was Gibson.
Yeah, that's a time.
Hafley might have been in that room.
That was a good.
No, Hafley was 14 and 15, and TJ was out of here by then.
Okay.
Was Dante Whitner replaced?
Yeah.
I just want to say this, and anybody that knows me knows I'll be the first one to rip other Cleveland.
I can't rock with Zach no more. Zedric, I know exactly how I feel. I can't rock with Zach no more. And it might. I'm just gonna remind y'all of some of the things that happened this year with these same people.
Media members more than anybody in this town. I pissed off a lot of people in this town by ripping other media members, okay?
I got to clean up a lot of Bull's messes for doing just that.
Oh, 100%. So I'm not some apologist for the Cleveland media at all. But this idea, and I've heard this for a number of years, that the Cleveland media is purposely negative, tough, or whatever, is the biggest.
He never said any of that, Bull. He never said any of that. The Cleveland media, I'm going to put it in words for y'all. He said is misery dealing with y'all. Everybody agrees with that. So all the rest of this stuff they trying to pull, it don't matter. And I'm going to show y'all why it's misery. And I'm going to tell y'all what the Cleveland media is. The Cleveland media is messy. And if you're on the screen, I'm talking about you. Bull, I'm talking about you. Zach, I'm talking about you. Mary Kay, I'm talking about you. Mikey McNuggets, I'm talking about you. Jason Lloyd, I'm talking about you. Jay Crawford, I'm talking about you. Anthony Lima, I'm talking about you. Ken Carmen, I'm talking about you. I don't want y'all to guess. I don't want y'all to guess. So when you watch this, because this is what happens, y'all. People, they act like they don't know who you are. They act like they don't know who you are. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know this. I don't know about this guy. I never seen him before. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all why that's a lie. The producers of the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show are the one who post the clips. They're the ones who make the thumbnails. When you go into the back office of any YouTube studio, it shows you the top people who watch your podcast and what else they watch on YouTube. It's no way they're not seeing me because I'm seeing them in mine. So that means a large portion of my audience also watches them. So don't act, y'all can't play the big boy game and say we don't know who you're talking about, because I'm going to be the one, I'm calling y'all out by name. I'm putting name on it. Name to face. You see my face and you see my name. I'm putting name to it because the games y'all play are ridiculous. And I want y'all to hear this. Hear me very clearly. Year one, they were allowed to get away with this. Year two, the view's going to be down. It's not going to be the same. People aren't going to tune in for this foolishness for people who don't even understand the game they cover. So I hope you all enjoyed it in year one. Year two will not be like this for you. It won't be like this for you. And the games that they play. So let's go ahead and pull some receipts of the things that they did and they said. Let's go to it. We got to switch it up. We got to go to X. Let's go to X. Let's pull it up. See, because what people do is people dance around situations. And the main topic and the main base of my podcast is eliminate the gray. It's not no gray area that we dancing in. We telling it and we are saying it with our chest, our whole chest. I'm not hiding behind nothing that I feel. And if you take issue with that, that's a you problem. I don't care. You don't matter enough. So the first person, Zach. This is what Zach said. Y'all see it on the screen. The very dumbest people and the very dumbest topics of conversation. Really, Zach? Really? Zach, we didn't forget what you did. You think we forgot what you did this year, Zach? Let me remind y'all what Zach Jackson did. Let me remind y'all. If y'all don't know, Zach Jackson went off on his podcast and made up a story about Josina Anderson's sister reaching out to him and saying things to him. He went on his podcast, talked trash about Josina Anderson, tried to tarnish her credibility over a made up story. Zach Jackson is the one who had to come out and do this. I don't want y'all to hear from my voice. Let's listen to Zach Jackson.
It's the new year. So as we get into the new year, I'm going to close the book on something here that I'm not proud of from the end of last year. You know, there's a lot of hate out there and a lot of madness out there in these Browns seasons, and I'm not perfect. But I actually do a good job of shrugging most of it off or laughing it off or just ignoring it. In this case, last month, I did not do a good job. And then I foolishly incinerated a whole new fire by naming someone who it turns out did not have any involvement in it. So I came here on this podcast and addressed some things that were happening and being sent to me. In the process, I ended up calling out Josina Anderson for something that didn't involve Josina Anderson. So I didn't keep my cool. I ended up taking something public that I never should have taken without doing proper background. I ended up saying things that were unnecessary regardless of the circumstance and trying to make a joke because I was angry. And I ended up looking and sounding dumber. So this is me formally closing the book on that and those comments and formally rescinding anything negative or inflammatory that I said and didn't need to say. I said it. I didn't need to say it. So this is me apologizing for turning it into an attack that was unprofessional and unnecessary. The attack part was unnecessary too. This is me acknowledging that I'm always representing the Athletic and Blue Wire and myself and my family and offering no excuse, but simply saying I'll be better. I'm sorry. To those who...
All right, do better. Don't tell me, show me. So how do you do this? And you got to go back and apologize to make sure your paychecks keep coming because you put your foot in your mouth. And then how do you start calling people dumb a couple months later? Zach Jackson, you need to do better. You need to do better. And on the way out the door, hold this L. Hold this L. He's not the only one, y'all. He's not the only one we got receipts on. It's not just him. It's not just him. And I know nobody else is going to pull the receipts like I am because I'm only going to play their words to you. None of this is going to be manipulated. These are their words. These are their words. So if they don't like it, they can argue with themselves. Who we got next? So let's play it. We got Bull on the Summer Jam screen, y'all. We got Bull on the Summer Jam screen.
At first, I was like, friggin' Anthony. What is this? I said to my wife, look at what Anthony did in this rundown. Putting Deshaun, making me talk about Deshaun. And then I was like, okay, this will be good because I can crap on Deshaun Watson. So I changed my mind. First of all, why, if you're Deshaun Watson, are you putting out pictures of you getting engaged?
What do you mean?
Yeah, he got engaged.
What are you talking about?
He is an alleged.
So there you see it. I let that whole thing play. So the Cleveland media is messy. These are their words, y'all. These are their words. They got up here and said this. They got up here with confidence and said this. It's going to get worse in that clip for Bull. Bull is going to go on to say his fiance is stupid and all this stuff that I'm not going to play again. These are their words. These are their words, y'all. Let's keep it going.
He is all the things personality.
Aditi, we didn't forget about you. These are their words, y'all. They got up here with confidence and said these things.
Wise that Kevin Stefanski wants out of a quarterback. And just like you said, he's not playing street ball. He's not sitting there just trying to see what can open.
Aditi, playing street ball, you say? This was Aditi. This was Aditi. Trying to say that Shedeur plays street ball because he doesn't know what's going on. And if y'all remember, I was going off about this. Because I knew what she was signaling to. She was signaling to Shedeur does not understand the game. He doesn't know what's going on in front of him. Clearly, they got this stuff from inside of the Browns building from people who are no longer there. These are their words, y'all. The Cleveland media is messy. Stop playing that we hard and we critical on people. Y'all are messy and y'all don't understand the game of football and y'all sit there with y'all chests pumped out while y'all repeating stuff that other people said. Let's keep it going, y'all. We got more receipts. We could do this all day.
I will say this last thing about Shedeur. Cut the BS.
Sean King. These is people that UCSS proudly sends up there. Sean King. Jealous. I had a clip. People say, oh, I got to see the whole clip of what he said to see what he really meant. Well, this is what he really meant. They're messy.
Out, man. Just play football. He got a chance to be such a good player. It's like, it doesn't even seem like organic and real when he does it either. Like he'll run for an 8-yard and then he gets up. And what is the wrist thing? Is that
I like that. I like that. We gotta have that. We got to have that. We gotta have it. Under no circumstances. Get you a Richard Millie. Under no circumstances the wrist goes nowhere. Now he might have to run because you're a coach. You're a coach. You
don't like, as a former player, you don't like a player that got some stuff to him? Like you don't like that?
I don't like my quarterback to seem as though he spends as much time on other stuff than he does on football. Like people like Shedeur because they think of him as a celebrity. It'd be fun to hang around him. Like we could go to Dion's Ranch. It looks like this got his own gas station. I mean, we can drive in the nice cars. But when you announce a self-proclaimed campaign and call yourself legendary, and then you add the antics in, it makes it so much more difficult to actually attain success.
That ain't gonna work, man. That's the whole clip. For everybody who's asking, play the whole clip so you can hear the context. That's the clip, y'all. Sean King wasn't a good QB, right? I vaguely remember him in this league. He was more of a backup than he was a starter. He did win a Super Bowl on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but it was not led by him. So there's that. There's that. We got more, y'all. The receipts don't stop. Nasty.
Like, I want to be part of this.
Can you watch Ohio State like a fan? Or
This is going to be Dustin, and this is going to be McNuggets. And if you notice, this is no sneak dissing. I'm saying their names, their faces. They see my face. Hey, a hit dog gonna holler. Ain't that what you said, Latika? A hit dog gonna holler. What the gas station got to do with anything? You see what I'm saying? They're messy. Cleveland media is messy. They're messy. That's what they are. They're messy. Don't tell me, don't play, oh, we're harsh. We're harsh. Nobody's afraid of y'all. Y'all are messy. That's what it is. Messy, and y'all don't understand the game. Here y'all go.
are you watching it like a play-by-play guy, or are you watching it as a former cornerback?
I watched the game. This game I watched with more intently because my son was watching with me, and it was Miami, and those dudes just still talk so much smack. The players, the fans, whatever. For a team that has been irrelevant for like 20 years, they are the cockiest SOBs you've ever met. Michael Irvin, my God, that guy.
That was obnoxious.
Obnoxious. I mean, geez, I don't want to, say he's on something, but maybe he's.
You know what's crazy, Dustin?
Maybe he did a little skiing before he got to Miami.
So my middle name's Irvin. I was named after Michael Irvin.
Really?
No way.
Didn't know that.
True story. Yes. I also had a grandpa Irvin, but my mom liked Troy Aikman. She hates the Cowboys, but whatever. So I feel some kind of connection to Michael Irvin just via namesake. When they played A&M last week, or 12 days ago, I had the exact same reaction. He would kick my ass. Full disclosure, but I want to fight Michael Irvin. They had 3 points to the last 12 seconds of the game, and he's out there hooting, hollering, smacking water. I mean, someone has to file an abuse claim on that water bottle because he's beating the crap out of it so bad. They did the same thing against Ohio State, and it's like, Texas has Bevo, right? And they got Matthew McConaughey on the sidelines, and other schools have certain things. Michael Irvin, on whatever stuff he may or may not do, whatever he gets his energy from,
he
on the
had a
sidelines,
lot of energy.
The perfect encapsulation of what the Miami Hurricanes need to have on the sidelines. So it annoys the absolute crap out of me, but I kind of think it makes it for a fun college football experience, even if it annoyed the crap out of me.
Something's keeping him skinny. He's got a six-pack still, man, for his age. He looks phenomenal.
Yeah. Do we have a
So you ask, were they insinuating or alleging that Michael Irvin was on drugs? Yes, they were. Dustin Fox, Mikey McNuggets. They are messy. They are messy, and these are losers. The losers don't make the rules. Let me get them off the screen. The losers don't make the rules. We can't keep listening to the losers, y'all. We can't keep listening to the losers. These are losers. Losers. That's what it is. They're losers. You mad and you want to fight somebody because you lost? You're a loser. Dustin, you mad, insinuating that or alleging that he's on drugs? You're a loser. These people are losers. We got to stop listening to the losers, y'all. We got to stop listening to the losers. Cleveland media is messy. That's what it is. It is messy. So if y'all always wonder why when I say certain things, I call these people out by name, I call them out by name because they are losers. And if you want to be mad at somebody, you got to be mad at yourself. They said this stuff. They said this. I didn't tell them to say that. I didn't tell Jason Lloyd to say Shedeur is the worst quarterback since 2000. I didn't tell Jason Lloyd to say that due to EPA in his first 5 starts, Shedeur is this. Jason Lloyd said that. Jason Lloyd got up there and said Shedeur can't read defenses, only can throw to wide open guys. The Browns put out their mic'd up with Shedeur Sanders, and it went against everything Jason Lloyd said. Abner Bull is the one who was always talking about people, and he has rabbit ears because he's watching other podcasts and he's seeing what they say about him. Well, I hope you hear this, Abner Bull. You're a loser. I hope you hear that. You're a loser. You're a loser. Jason Lloyd, you're a loser. Mikey McNuggets, you're a loser. Dustin Fox, you're a loser. All of y'all are losers. Aditi, you don't know what you're talking about. You've been wrong time after time talking about Shedeur is playing street ball. Find me the times when he playing street ball. You thought Kenny Pickett was the savior. You thought Dylan Gabriel was the better quarterback. You said Joe Flacco could take a team to the Super Bowl if he had an offensive line that was blocking for him. Well, how did Joe Flacco do for the Cincinnati Bengals? Aditi. These people are losers. They don't have their own thoughts. How do you feel about this game? Well, I spoke to such and such. How do you feel about it? Well, I spoke to such and such, and they might do this. These people are losers, and they are messy, and they are mad at the pushback that they are getting. That's what it is. That's the issue. That's why they want Shedeur off the team. That's why they want Shedeur out of the league. This has shined the light on losers. They scattering like roaches when you shine the light in the corner in the projects because they are not good at what they do. And if any of y'all got a problem with it, you know where I'm at. You know where I'm at. And y'all can't act like y'all don't see me. Y'all don't know who I am. As soon as you go into your YouTube back office, y'all see the people that watch me watch y'all. It shows you the top 10 people the top 10 people that watch your podcast. It shows who else they watch. So y'all know who I am. Even if, you know, people mention my name and off the act like y'all can't say my name. Y'all know who I am. Y'all know who I am. Y'all don't want to talk this football thing. Y'all don't want to talk this football thing. And y'all don't want the light shined on y'all. Y'all want the views. You want the notoriety. And you want people to watch you so you can get the check. But you don't want to get better at what you're doing. Y'all are losers. And I stand on that. And if you feel some type of way, that's a you problem. Because y'all did this. Y'all did this all year. Tony Grossi. Oh, Dylan Gabriel throws a better ball. Where? 2 yards in the dirt? 2 yards in the dirt? That's better? Come on, man. Anthony Lima, you've been beefing with Coach Prime since 2011. 2011. And then you had to backtrack and say, man, I got this information from the Browns. I got this information from the Browns. Your eyes don't work. You can't watch the game. You can't learn. You can't get better at what you do. You can't get an actual understanding. You just sit in the shadows and say all this nonsense. And then as soon as the heat is on you, y'all go blame other people. Why you blaming somebody else? Y'all grown men. Y'all get out here and say these things. Stand on what you say. Why y'all not standing on it? I didn't manipulate anything I just played for y'all. These are the words that these actual people said. They came out of their neck and said this. They're losers. Losers don't make the rules. Losers don't make the rules, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy your success in year 1. Year 2 will not be the same. People see you for who you are. They see that you don't have, they see that you don't have an understanding. They see that you don't know what you're talking about. They see that you're messy. They see that you're a hater. They see that you're saying, go to the next quarterback. They see that you're saying Fernando Mendoza. They see that. Year 2 won't be the same for y'all. It won't be the same. It won't be the same. I'm up to here with these people, y'all. I'm up to here with these people. And then they always playing the victim when somebody say something back like they haven't been talking crazy all year. They've been talking crazy all year. And they probably got their information from the guy who's fired, flying from place to place looking for a job. And that's why they pumped their chest out and said it. And that's why they felt so good about it when they got up there on the microphone and said, why does Shedeur need to play this year? Shedeur's not good. Shedeur's behind in the classroom. These people are losers, y'all. They losers. They all losers. They don't understand the game. They are not getting better. They can't do any better. They're losers. And y'all know I don't always get into this mode. This mode, it's in me. It's always here. But I don't always get into this mode. But there are times when these people are so sideways that it's no other way you can put it. Every once in a while, you just have to put it one way. You got to put it one way. And today is one of those days. Every day ain't like that. Every day, this is not every day, y'all. But this is one of those days where these people have the nerve to skew messed up stats, and then they want to go run and try to defend what they saying and defend what they doing. This is one of those days, y'all. That's what it is. Adam the Bull, respectfully, stop. Stop. I'm going to stop right there. Just stop. Stop. Adam the Bull was the loser who was crying, man, they messed up the draft pick all because they won these meaningless games. They won these meaningless games. Leroy Hoare was there and said, if you show me a person who accepts losing, he's a loser. What did Adam the Bull say when Leroy Hoare said that? He said nothing. He sat there quiet. He was quiet as a church mouse. He wasn't saying nothing. These people losers. They losers. Losers don't make the rules. They don't make the rules. And to start attacking somebody when y'all did all this sideways stuff this year, Zach Jackson calling people stupid. Was you stupid when you had to go apologize to Josina Anderson? Was that stupid? These people, I can't stand them, y'all. I can't stand them. I can't stand them. Like, they're ridiculous. These people are weak. They're losers, and they don't know what they're talking about. And they go up there, and they act like their opinion matters. The winds still blow. Your opinion don't matter. It doesn't matter. Jason Lloyd, you can cry as much as you want to. Shedeur's going to be on the team next year. Cry me a river. It doesn't matter. Mikey McNuggets, you making all these, Shedeur needs to go through a competition. He needs to go do this. He needs to go do that just so we can see if he needs to be the quarterback next year. Go sit somewhere. Have several seats. Just hope that people don't come after y'all for y'all alleging that people was doing drugs just because you lost the game. Just make sure the company you work for got lawyers in order that y'all don't get in trouble for defamation. That's what y'all need to worry about. These people, they just, sometimes y'all, when you just a calm and you just a cool dude, they think this side is not there. I want y'all to remember, this side is always there. It's always there. So when y'all do this stuff and y'all play victim, you know what I'm saying? Y'all throw stones living in a glass house and don't expect nobody to bring up what y'all did and said. That's when it comes out. That's when it comes out. Because I try to let y'all just be over there just talking y'all nonsense and y'all just deal with whatever y'all say. But sometimes it's like, you know what? We have to kill a gnat with a sledgehammer. And that's what we got to do. And that's why we got to show that these losers cannot run stuff. They can't run stuff. They can't run it. They can't run it. So shout out to y'all for letting me rant a little bit. But sometimes you got to get stuff off your chest. And I can't stand these losers and how they do stuff, y'all. I can't stand them. I can't stand them. I can't stand them. Let's get to it. Shout out to y'all for listening to my rant. Shout out to y'all for the support. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. These people irk my nerves, y'all. They irk my nerves. Irk my nerves. Can't stand these losers.
Oh my God! Wow!
Can't stand it.
I got money.
Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride.
Come to Offtharecorddee, where we going to read your super chats. Your voice is going to be heard. D, call out the losers today. Tell them, Shedeur, you do your job. We going to take care of the rest. D ain't hard to find. Y'all see me? They know me. They going to see this. They gonna be somewhere upset, hurt, mad that I just played back what they said. They act like I'm the one that said it. Y'all said these things. Y'all made these poor choices. Y'all made these bad decisions. Y'all don't have a philosophy. Y'all don't have a line that y'all won't cross when y'all willing to go out there for clicks. That's y'all. I'm not that person. I think about what I say. I think about my actions. I think about how I carry myself. Y'all don't see me always having to backtrack, go back because I said this or I said that. Y'all don't see me doing that because I think about what I'm going to say before I say it. They don't do that. And then when they get pushback, Adam the Bull, why isn't Shedeur sitting next to Dylan Gabriel on the bench? I mean, I was just wondering if it was a, if it was a thing or, he's not sitting next to him. Man, get out of here with that. If you don't know better, go ask the questions first before you turn it into something. Man, these loser talk. These losers, y'all. Losers. Shout out to Riri.
Oh my God! Wow!
I got money.
Talk that talk. We hold them accountable. We have to. We have to. Like, I'm telling y'all, I had up to here with these losers. I can't take it. I had it up to here with these losers. I can't take it, y'all. I can't take it. They get on my nerves. What's your grandma used to say? They working your nerves? They working my nerves, y'all. They working my nerves. I can't stand it. They gonna start all this mess and then go run somewhere to play the victim. It's like, man, get over yourselves.
Oh my God! Wow!
I got money.
D ain't playing today. Called him out. I'm not playing today. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, they've been so messy this year, and they just want us to forget all the mess that they done did, all the mess that they done pulled. Like, come on, man. We do better. Do better, y'all. Do better.
Oh my God! Wow!
I got money.
Key Mathis, shout out to you. I appreciate you. This is to help pay for the paper for the receipts D is pulling. For real. Y'all, we keep the receipts. They act like the internet is going to forget what they do. It's not going to forget, y'all. We're not going to forget. We're not going to forget what they did. It's the same way I told y'all I'm not going to let them forget that they were trying to get Shedeur put out the league. It's the same way I'm coming at this. The exact same way. The exact same way I'm going at this. Shanithia coming back.
Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride.
Come to Off the Record D, where we going to read your super chats. Your voice is going to be heard.
Oh my God! Wow!
I got money.
Shout out to Shanithia again. D, I'm going to upgrade your database to hold all the receipts. I got to expand the hard drive and upgrade for storage capacity, speed, and durability. For real. For real. We can't let them forget this stuff. We can't let them forget. C.A. Anderson, shout out to you.
Oh my God! Wow!
I got money.
We love you, D. Stand on business, and remember, we got your back. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know it just comes to a point, you know what I'm saying, where it's like, man, quit playing the victim out here, y'all. Nate says, mine said they are working my last nerve. For real. That's how I'm feeling today, y'all. I'm like, man, y'all gonna try to play the victim after this? After what y'all did this year? Y'all gonna try to play the victim? Come on, man. We ain't forget what y'all did all 2025. We did not forget. We didn't forget. We did not forget.
Oh my God! Wow!
I got money.
We remember, as 12 said, we remember. For real. We didn't forget, y'all. We not gonna forget. They're not gonna make us forget. We not gonna forget. We're not gonna forget what they did. We're not gonna forget what they said. We are not gonna forget. We're not gonna forget.
Oh my God! Wow!
I got money.
Shout out to Keith Hunt, Jersey in the building. D guy, I get tired of them talking like there's no black people in the room. For real. They just talk out the side of their neck. They just talk out the side of their neck and they just do it for so long. And it's like, come on, man, what are we doing? We can't keep doing this, man. We can't keep doing this. We can't keep doing this. It's crazy. It's just like what I played at the beginning. Let me go back and let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. It was a reason. It was a reason why I played this at the very beginning of the stream. Let's go here.
The most.
And I got one more. It was a reason. These people. Let me do this. Leave that there. I'm going to have to rewind it. I'm going to rewind the comments back. I'm going to get to y'all comments. I'm not going to miss y'all comments. I'm going to rewind the comments back, but I just got to pull something up real quick. I just got to, I got to pull this back. I got to do something for y'all. Now y'all going to see why these people got to feel it. Let's go here. Remember how we started the stream today. Remember how we started today. Remember how we started it. Let me take this down. Don't need that.
It's that same lesson, and that is when
Hold on, let me pause it. And I want y'all to get the full experience and y'all see this. Let me adjust this. Y'all remember? Whoops. Almost took it off the screen. Y'all remember how the stream started? Y'all remember how it started today? This is how the stream started, and we gotta get back to it. This is how it started. I played these two at the very beginning for a reason. Let me just remind y'all how we started the stream.
people show you who they are, believe them.
Yes, absolutely. A person says to you, I'm selfish, or I'm mean, or I am unkind.
Or I'm crazy.
Or believe them. They know themselves much better than you do.
Mm-hmm.
But no, more often than not, those of us who don't trust life say, don't say a thing like that. You're not really crazy. You're not really unkind. You're not really mean. And as soon as you say that, the person
lets you know
and shows you, I told you. I told you I was unkind. So now why are you angry?
When she first told me.
That's it, y'all. They told us they losers. They told us they losers. They told us they don't understand the game of football. They showed us that they don't know what they're talking about. They showed us they don't put in the work. They showed us all this. I got one more, and then I'm gonna hit up.
Boring and the most.
After this one, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna get all of y'all chats, and then shout out to Var Billette. I'm gonna get your super chat as well.
Dangerous people are those self-righteous people who would have you believe they have no skeletons in their closets. In fact, they have no closets. They're full of baloney. I mean, I think that before you judge anybody, you should look at yourself and have enough courage to admit what you see.
Y'all hear that? Very key and vital things that Maya Angelou said. Very key. They act like they had no skeletons in their closet. They act like we didn't hear and see what they've been saying all year. We did. We kept the receipts. They don't have the courage to look at themselves for who they are. I have the courage. I know who I am every single day when I wake up. I know it. That's why I can confidently say the things I say. They can't. I said it to y'all the other day. A person that lacks confidence, they can't stand a confident person. Why you think they don't like Shedeur? Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. Why you think they don't like him?
Oh my God! Wow!
I got money.
Thank you to Var Ballet. Thank you for standing in business. Cleveland media is a complete circus. They think Shedeur supporters are in a cult. We just don't let disrespect slide. For real. I have a saying, as a man and as a human being, if you disrespect someone, they get the opportunity to respond how they want to. So I'm very careful before I get up here and call a person a name. I think about it because I know that people can respond how they choose to. So if you heard me call somebody a loser today, I meant it from the bottom of my heart. They're losers. From the bottom of my heart. I thought about it before I said it. I'm not just going to get up here and call somebody a loser who I don't think is a loser. If you heard me say it, I meant it from the bottom of my heart. They're losers. They feel some way? Oh, well. Oh, well. That's on them. That's on them. Let me go back so I can hit all of y'all chats. I had to, I just, you know, sometimes you get to that point and you like, man, I can't stand this. That's where they got me today. That's where they got me. That's where they got me. People need to stop watching their clicks and views so the messiness continue. For real. That's why I said year 2 won't be like year 1. Year 1, they got away with it. Year 2, when people turn off the channel, when people change the station, when people click do not recommend channel, that's when they will see. When I heard her boost and Pickett, I stopped listening. That's Aditi, for real. I definitely narrowed down the shows, the commentary I watch or listen to, for real. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to watch all of it. It's hard to watch all of it. To actually want 12 out of the league because of hatred and jealousy is diabolical, for real. That's what they wanted. That's what they wanted. Marie, D said he had enough today. I got time today. Get him. For real. That's how I'm like, man, these people, y'all were so foul in the way y'all carried yourselves this year. And now you want somebody to stand with you because somebody said the Cleveland media is misery. It is misery. It is a mess. A hit dog gonna holler. That's why y'all feel some type of way. That's why TJ struck a nerve. Because he went on a bigger channel and called you out for who you are. That's why they mad. Keith Hunt, like my eyes don't work. They don't. He don't know what he's looking at. Where was the football and those statements? Don't worry, God will deal with them. Zach Jackson wasn't talking about football when he was talking about Josina. Sean King wasn't talking about football. Aditi was trying. She just don't know what she's talking about. Bull wasn't talking about football, talking about Deshaun Watson's fiance. Mikey McNuggets wasn't talking about football when he was alleging somebody to be doing drugs. Dustin Fox, when he alleging somebody to be doing drugs, that wasn't football. Come on, man. They tripping. They tripping. He shouldn't play because he needs protection and he can't protect himself. It don't even make sense. It don't even make sense. These people are losers. We see they got you hot. I thought about it this all week. They have no problem saying stuff to destroy players' careers and get paid off at the same time. For real. And then you say one thing about them and they all in their feelings. Come on, man. These losers. Straight up losers. Felix, every once in a while you got to get that big old pot. That big old pot. Fill that thing up with the grease. And you just got to toss them in the fryer. Every once in a while you just got to cook them. Clip this and post it list of losers. Oh, yeah. Because I stand on what I said. I stand on what I said. I told you from the bottom of my heart, if I called you a loser today, I mean it. You're a loser. From the bottom of my heart. Aditi was trying to little boy Shedeur on the sideline, for real. I love that saying, losers don't make the rules. Losers don't make the rules. Too many times we let losers make the rules. When does that ever work? In what industry do people who don't have success, who are not good at what they do, go make the rules? In what industry? No industry functions like that. The world doesn't function like that. Nothing functions like that. But in Cleveland media, the losers make the rules? Come on now. Go somewhere. Go somewhere. Charmaine, they got D out of his character today. It's always inside of me. It just takes certain situations. Like when you are calm and you are chill, people think that's always you. But just know, it's inside of me. It just determines when it comes out. And sometimes it comes out. Today just happened to be the day that the losers get their day. That's all it was. Adam the Bull is a Bengals fan. He isn't even a Cleveland Browns fan. He's not. He just said it again today. What I think is crazy, Zach Jackson said in the rookie preseason, Shedeur was way better than Dylan. That just let me know that Zach Jackson also was influenced by what people say. I thought he was a person that spoke based on what he sees. We learned he is not. Why does 12 need to compete? You know why? To give them something to talk about. For real. Because they can't talk about the football. Talk the most trash, then be the most bothered. Sounds about right. That's a fact. Latika, hit dog on holler. Hit dog on holler. 2026 season should be called the big payback. For real. For real. My mom is listening and saying he's going off, and we just laughed. D got time today. In Coach Prime voice, I got time today. I got time today. Cia Anderson, D, we love you. I appreciate it. I love you all too. I heard Adam ask that question. I haven't heard Adam ask that question to DG. Of course he wouldn't. Of course he wouldn't. Send this to Michael Irvin, fam. Defamation with a capital D. For real. You can't just go out here calling people out and saying people on this and they on that. Like, you can't do that. And they did that. They did that so nonchalantly. They both did it. It's like, come on, man. Leave it to Browns media mad at Shedeur for winning. For real, too, man. They backwards. They messy and jealous of Sanders. For real. They are. They are. I hope some of these people start getting sued. I mean, they're behind, but you know, in other lanes in the podcast space, people have been sued for defamation and they've lost. So you gotta, when you are putting these things on a player's career with nothing to stand on and no reason, or you're putting this on a person because of their energy and because they're in shape, come on now. Browns media complains and complaining is the news, not winning or the search for getting better. Tool, man. Big facts right there. Big facts. I don't even have no nerves with the Cleveland media, for real. Key Mathis, looking forward to the off the record meetup one day. Oh, yeah, we definitely going to set it up. D, we going to make you famous and rich today. I appreciate y'all. I was over it today, y'all. I was over it. Hey, D, why did TJ's word hit them so hard? Because it's the truth. The truth hurts. Truth hurts. The truth hurts. TJ hit a nerve. He did. That small clip got him scrambling out the corner like you just shined a light on some roaches in the projects. It's crazy. Notice how they try to talk over G. Bush because they don't agree with what he's saying. They rarely let him deliver his opinions uninterrupted. For real. For real. Pull those receipts, D. The receipts is there. It's more. They said a lot. I just didn't want y'all to be stuck with looking at what they were doing for 45 minutes, an hour of seeing some trash that they've been on. This off the record live stream is brought to you by Fry 'em Up Fridays. When D is cooking them like fish grease, we're selling fish plates in the back immediately after first service. For real, keep at this. For real. Because TJ called them out and everybody is seeing it. TJ was there, so he is a very credible source, and they know they have been exposed. For real. Some people need a reality check, and today they got it. Great job. A.M. Williams, sometimes you got to give it to him. Sometimes you have to. One of these days, G. Bush going to snap as soon as he realized they will do this same stuff to him. Snakes always slither. For real. A tiger cannot change his stripes. Can't change their stripes, C.A. Anderson. Exactly. They like comedians say all that crazy stuff thinking they have no repercussions. They not going to mess with our nephew like that. For real. That's what they do. They think what they say is protected. How is what you say protected? Come on, man. Exactly. They can't get away with their narratives any longer. Nope. D, I want my sound clips to be you about to lose your job and stay on that side. Bet. We gonna keep them. We gonna keep them. We gonna keep them. Where we leave off at? Oh, we right here. Bull definitely shows me he puts in no work. Take that as you may. For real. Losers don't like winners. They do not. Another thing I find funny is their facial gestures or body language when someone speaks positively about Shedeur. They can, bitter beer face. Bitter beer face. Shadithia says, laugh out loud from the bottom of your heart. From the bottom of my heart, they losers. From the very bottom of my heart. D got time today. For real. Man, you spoke the truth. Sometimes you just got to put it out there, and it is what it is. Been on hold with VA for an hour and 15 minutes. I'm still more frustrated with Cleveland media. For real. Everybody is. Bull wasn't talking as reckless before someone commented in his live, and now he's in his feelings. For real. He got rabbit ears. Thin skin. He needs the courage to be this light. He don't stand on what he say. So somebody can say something, and it can throw him all off. I'm telling you, I hate elevated music, and they still worse, for real. Now, if people start digging in their personal lives, they would not like it, for real. They attach cult immediately because they thought it would be, it was one demographic. They're trying to promote narratives. So, yes, I'm in a culture of change and proud of it. Talk to them, CO7111. They better be glad we not Beyonce fans. Beyonce fans don't play. Miss Sparks, call about D. It is what it is. It is what it is. Zach Jackson has always showed he wasn't to be trusted. Yeah, he showed it. He showed it. He showed it. Shout out to Doggy Bone. Shout out to Doggy Bone. I was catching up.
Oh my God! Wow!
I got money.
Doggy Bone says, for the collection plate. Doggy Bone, I appreciate you. Shout out to Orangeburg, South Carolina. I appreciate you. Sometimes you just have to call it for what it is, man. Especially when something just tick you off, you just got to, say what you feel. Speak your piece. C. Brown Run, UCSS changed when Brad left, for real. Shedeur also called at the negative media at the podium. He said they need to speak life and positivity into the team, for real. Everybody sees it. Everybody sees it. Everybody. They might want to back off TJ. The arena is not a pod that feels they have to be politically correct. They'll go at you. It may be fun to see Akib and TJ shred them. Yeah, they not gonna play nice. They're not gonna play nice. So if you want to start coming at their career, this is what I say. When you open that door for people to come at you like that, they gonna come at you. That'd be on them. Stefanski problem here was he had no credibility and was wanting W's and still not take actions to win. Time after time, he failed to make the W moves. For real. He did. He did. We all caught up in the chat. Shedeur got supporters from every race. He even got supporters overseas. I don't know why they think all of his supporters are black. Beast, it just shows you how they view people. It exposes their limited view of life. That's what it does. It shows you how limited they are. Mary Kay tried to throw Jason under the bus, trying to separate herself from his ludicrous comments. Nah, Mary Kay, stay on that side. For real. Mary Kay, don't switch up.
Everybody stay on that side when they switched up. You switched up, stay on that side, man.
Stay on that side. Stay on that side. Mary Kay, it's no more room. The roast is up. Security is out. It's full. Don't come over here. Don't come over here, Mary Kay. You are not invited. Don't come over here. Don't come over here. We didn't say, hey, where's Mary Kay? Nobody looking for you. Mary Kay, stay where you at. Stay where you at. Let's get to James Wooder asked me about 92.3 The Fan. Here we go. 92.3 The Fan.
Hurricanes, but the Miami Dolphins, as they have fired Mike McDaniel, and we end up getting sidetracked because it's Jim Schwartz Day and Tommy Rees Day for the Browns. I think it would be really interesting to see what the reaction would be, though, if Mike McDaniel were to be the Browns head coach, Because I think a fair amount of people would be where Daryl Ryder was today, where I saw him on Twitter where he was like, absolutely not.
Yeah, Daryl gave it a hard pass. I feel like I just...
Too, man, you funny. He said, I'm kind of white, kinda. I'm a Brazilian American. Only country on earth I'm not considered white is the U.S. You funny, man. He said,
we need to work harder on this.
That shows you the conundrum. That's why people need to experience more. They need to see more. They get to get out and live, because then they wouldn't have such limited views on things. We won't forget they used Shedeur's pictures in London to get people to attend the game he didn't even play in. For real. For real. No intentions on playing him in the game. No intentions. Put him right up there, plastered in the front. Plastered in the front. This live fed my entire being. I appreciate you, Riri. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
I just saw that McDaniel, by the way, the Lions are requesting, or they're going to try to get him into the interview to be the OC there. And it's like, I don't know, maybe he takes like a gap year and tries to reset himself for next offseason. Because I think everything with him is going to age very, very well. The idea that you got Tua to the playoffs twice, like you had... really just a bad situation, bad GM, bad everything, and he was still able to have at least winning seasons. Like it was not a bad job by Mike McDaniel.
Yeah, Mike McDaniel as Lions OC, it would be fascinating, by the way, because I think that's another coach that'd be really good for Jared Goff, and I think that's also
and all those playmakers. I mean, they got everyone.
Let's just say that would be the team that he goes to as the OC. I think this goes back to a point I made earlier. Like, I think if you're going to get Mike McDaniel, it's as a head coach. So Browns fans dreaming of him as the offensive coordinator, I think there's one way he ends up here, and even then I still think it's iffy.
Yeah, just not. Your read on that's 100% right. Like, he's not going to end up here as the OC. He's going to go to a place that has...
I thought this was a clip where he was going to talk about his shirt at the beginning. Let me see if I can find that clip. Where he's talking about his shirt at the beginning. I think that's the one I wanted. Let's see.
Mac Robinson, you passed the test.
Well, great. Thank you, Mac, so much.
I think this is where you're going to talk. I think you're going to talk about the shirt here. I am a hard no on McDaniels. Yeah, I would only take him as an OC. I would not take him as a head coach. No way. On my way to the VA, punching sound for my appointment and listening on the way. Shout out to you. Who made that shirt for him? Zedric, I'm trying to see. I think he's going to say it at the beginning of this. That's what I wanted, because he's going to stand up and show it.
Fine with all of it. Is there a part of me that thinks the stat community, which I am more embedded with than I think people realized, is there a part of me?
For real, Shanithia. Thank you to all of my fam, part of the military, past and present. For real, Shanithia. Thank you for all of y'all service. Thank you for the sacrifices y'all made for us. We greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate y'all. Thank you. I will always believe Stefanski was pre-interviewing for the Miami job when the Browns played them, because he was over the top complimentary of a Miami who was losing. Hey, when you know you about to be out of there, you know what I'm saying? When you know you about to be out the door, you got to start looking. Can I ask why y'all don't want Mike? I think Mike is a very good offensive mind. I think the biggest issue was a lot of players came out during his tenure and they just said it wasn't organized, and they said it wasn't structured enough. It wasn't structured. Yeah, Tessa, it wasn't structured enough in Miami. It's a cool shirt. It is, Edric. That's what I was trying to find if he said where he got it from. That's what I was trying to find that. Can they make that shirt as a custom from the Browns? Because aren't the colors copyrighted? I'm not sure. They might not be able to sell it. I think it's a gift, if I remember, but I'm going to try to find it. An hour and 33 minutes on hold. Took me an hour earlier to get my address updated, and I've been at the same address for 4 years, and they still didn't have it on file. Man, that is torture. They're going to throw a rock and hide their hands. Miss Brown, for real. Miss Sparks, thank you for your service. You know it. I think they got this as a gift. I think that's what they said. I'm gonna see if I can find when they say it.
Me that thinks they get a little hurt about these type of things when people bring emotions into play. Yes, I do, because in many ways it is an affront to what they're trying to accomplish as well. And I think at the heart of it, they understand that there is something that is misleading about what they do. The same way people that
I'm gonna have to. You know what? Shout out to Latika. Latika sent me this on IG. Hopefully, it don't have no music to it. Let me pull this up. Let me see. Yeah, Latika sent it to me. I'm gonna, cause I remember. I think on IG he's gonna stand up and show it. I was trying to find it on YouTube because sometimes IG has music playing. But let's see. Latika sent it to me. I know she did. I'll pull it up there so you can see the shirt. Shout out to Latika. I'll just put her. Let me see.
every single day and consistently drag him. I just want to know where's the same energy for someone like Quinshon Judkins, for instance, because those conversations are, well, they're non-existent. I find that interesting.
He finds it interesting.
I find it interesting. He's like fourth to last in EPA per rush, but like we don't get those graphics because there's an obvious understanding that he has a bad offensive line, right? Ashton Genty dead last in EPA for rush for running backs. But there's an understanding there that like a bad offensive line, the pieces around him don't work, so we can't possibly judge that, right? We can't possibly do that. But Shedeur doesn't get the same credit. No, I'm sorry.
You're wearing the shirt. All right, you're wearing the shirt. You are
Okay,
not
serious
power wearing today. Can people see that?
Serious because I'm wearing
I don't think people can see that. I think the crawl is across it. I think that's going to give you. Look at that.
There we go.
Okay, so I heard what he said. So now I might be able to find it. Let me see if I can find it here. Let's see. Let me see. Where do we have him at? Was he here? They were talking about stats and EPA. It's not in that one. Not there. I know it has to be one of these because I saw it. Got to be one of these three from yesterday.
The big news of the day, obviously in Cleveland, Jim Schwartz and Tommy Rees getting interviews with the team today. We have haggled over how real or not real their camp.
Oh, Latika said they sell it on IG and TikTok. It's coming up. Nick will make a comment about his shirt soon. Yeah, I don't know why I can't find it here on. We got it on Instagram, so hopefully y'all got to see it there. Let me go back.
I also do want to know if the same people that are using all these graphs and everything to try to just shame Shedeur Sanders every single day and consistently drag him, I just want to know where's the same energy for someone like Quinshon Judkins, for instance, because those conversations are, well, they're non-existent. I find that interesting.
He finds it interesting.
I find it interesting. He's like fourth to last in EPA per rush, but
okay,
we don't get those graphics because there's an obvious understanding that he has a bad offensive line, right? Ashton Genty dead last in EPA for rush for running backs. But there's an understanding there that a bad offensive line, the pieces around him don't work, so we can't possibly judge that, right? We can't possibly do that. But Shedeur doesn't get the same credit. No, I'm sorry.
You're wearing the shirt. All right, you're wearing the shirt. You are Shedeur power today. Can people see that?
Serious because
I don't think people can see that. I think the crawl is across it. I think that's going to give you.
It's a Step Brothers shirt with Shedeur and Myles Garrett. There it is. I got it right there for y'all. I think it was. It's on the same clip you just showed. After he showed the shirt, he said it was a gift. The same clip after the one I just showed. Let's see. Let me go back to 92.3 The Fan. Videos. They had 144, and I believe the Bible verse or something else on it. It's lit, though. Part of what I got, let me see. I think we're going to get to it here. I think it was Tessa who was asking about Mike McDaniels. Yeah, Tessa, they were it just wasn't good what the players said about how things went this year. So that would be my pause on Mike McDaniels. It's gotta be this one then. Shedeur said,
the big news of the day, obviously in Cleveland, Jim Schwartz and Tommy Rees getting interviews with the team today. We have haggled over.
For this Brown search, it might be as good as we could do.
Yeah, like if you say, and again, this is no disrespect to Dan Pitcher. I'm not familiar enough with him to.
Shedeur said he needs light spoke to answer him, which means you'll get the best out of him, i.e. Jackson State, CU, but Browns and their media are way too ignorant to put two and two together for real. Why he wearing that shirt? Yeah, somebody bought it. This is the craziest thing. I watched him say this, and I cannot figure out which clip he said it in. But he's going to say it
as
it's a gift.
An established quarterback, so it'd be as the head coach. But I don't know why. Why does it feel like my rankings? And listen, I left Harbaugh out of this just for whatever reasons. But if
it's an obvious one,
maybe I clicked on the live stream yesterday. Marie, I should be close based on what you said. I should be close, but what is happening? I done played all 3 clips.
Honestly, I didn't see much of the reaction in general.
Yes, Mike had a lot of team turmoil, especially with Tyreek issue on and off the field for real. Yeah, that's why I'm with Doggy Bone. He's an OC. He's a great OC, but I don't want him making all the decisions and running the team. Dang, I'm tripping. All right, I don't know. It's going to irritate me because I know I watched him talk about it, but it's okay. We showed it on IG. We showed him on IG. It's all right. It was a gift. I can't remember who he said got them the gifts, but they were talking about gifts that they got for Christmas, and he was saying that he was wearing the shirt. So that's what it was. AI is getting scary because that looks like an actual photo that they took. Yes. Moving forward, people are gonna have to be really careful with videos, and I think there should be mandatory watermarks on AI videos because the more information you put online, people can just take, say, a person's YouTube channel and create an AI version of them, and people can make an AI version of you and they can just put videos out. So I think it should just be necessary that a watermark is present that's very visible, that this is AI, because it's going to get scary. Even with some of the AI that I kind of just play with in the background to see if it can help me be more productive throughout the day, it's going to be scary. Yeah, once he stood up and showed his shirt, after that he said it was a gift. They might have cut it off the clip. I saw it. Yeah, I thought I saw it, him talk about it yesterday, but at least we shout out to Latika. We was able to show it on IG. Listen, if Haslam could pay Deshaun Watson $230 million, then money isn't the issue. Pay John Harbaugh whatever it takes. Bring in Mike McDaniels, the OC. This team needs a winning culture. Yeah, if they, I told y'all, my top 5, Harbaugh is definitely there. Harbaugh is definitely in my top 5. So I would definitely be open to him coming here for sure. I'll be open to Mike McDaniels as an OC. I will be open to Eric Bieniemy as an OC. Eric Bieniemy is the run game coordinator who has turned around Chicago's running game. They're really good running the football. They're very physical point of attack team. The way they block is really well. They pass off blocks well. Things that the Browns struggled at in the run game, the core of their running game, Chicago does not have those problems. So you definitely want to start finding guys who solve problems that your team has faced. You definitely want to find guys that are solutions. So you want to find solutions. You definitely do. Definitely hit that like button. Definitely hit that like button. This was a really good stream. Really good stream. We call out the Cleveland media for what it is. The Cleveland media is messy. The Cleveland media has a lot of losers in it. A lot of losers, and the losers don't make the rules going forward. Year 2 will not be like year 1. So hopefully they enjoyed it, and hopefully they did right about what they were able to take advantage of this year. Year 2 won't be the same. Mel Kiper standing on business as usual. CBS Sports, one guy trying to guess what the Browns are going to do, which nobody knows what the Browns are going to do. Another guy saying Shedeur should be the starter. So all in all, great stream. Let me shout out everybody who supported the stream today. Who enjoyed everybody who enjoyed me talking about the Cleveland media and the games that they tried to play. Shout out to Charmaine. Shout out to Black Pearl. Shout out to Shanithia. Shout out to Riri. Shout out to Marie. Shout out to Key Mathis. Shout out to Shanithia again. Shout out to C.A. Anderson. Shout out to Riri again. Shout out to Keith Hunt. Shout out to Billette. Shout out to Doggy Bone. Shout out to all of y'all for all the support. I appreciate y'all. Like I always tell y'all, y'all support makes it so I can just be myself when I come on stream. If I'm feeling strongly about something, I can speak on it. If, I want to break down something that might be a little bit more nerdy, technical in football, we can speak on it. So that is what y'all provide for me, and I really appreciate y'all for that. I'm not going to be one of those people who is going to go out here and blow like the wind and one day say this and one day say that, and then I got to come out here and apologize and take back something I said. That's not going to be me, and y'all make sure that I'm not in that position. So for that, I really appreciate y'all. Also, if you're part of Patreon, free or paid, definitely tap in, put your picks in. We're going to be tracking it. This week coming up, we got a game on Monday, so we'll do the first update of the leaderboard of the Off the Record NFL Challenge. It'll be on Wednesday. That'll be our first update. Hello, brother. Shedeur Andrew looked out for you, and you rewarded his trust with an effective showing. He still has to play it off. For real, Clyde. He definitely going to do it. And Clyde, what's going on? What is going on? They know losing. Well, they do it so often. For real. Cleveland media doesn't know when it is. I agree. How come they take down your stream when you stream college football? Beast, I am not sure, man. I am not sure. It's usually if I am doing a watch party for something that has ESPN in it, my stuff gets sniped every time when it's ESPN. So ESPN is very particular. So that's why I've been limiting the college football streams. That's why I've been limiting those. But we back at this thing tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Packers versus Bears. Toolman, yep, we got a watch party Saturday night, 8 p.m. Packers versus Bears. Really excited for that game. Really excited to see what Ben Johnson does in his first playoff game coaching the Chicago Bears, how Caleb responds, how they look as a team. I believe the Chicago Bears are the model that the Cleveland Browns can follow to get this team turned around pretty quickly. So we definitely going to be paying attention to them. Good live and receipt live. Riri had to bring the receipts. I was fed up with how Cleveland media tried to throw rocks and hide their hands and act like they wasn't messy. They've been messy the whole time. Hey, my guy, when did you say you're doing mock drafts? We're going to do mock drafts after the college football playoff ends. So the college football playoff, the national championship is on January 19th. So let me tell you the right date so I'm not guessing. We could potentially do a mock draft. Oh, that's Martin Luther King Day too, January 19th. We can do our first mock draft on January 21st. It's a Wednesday. So Doggy Bone, January 21st. We'll do it January 21st. The first Wednesday, that'll be after the college football playoff is complete. So that's when we'll do it. That is when we'll do it. Anybody seen Jeff? He been kidnapped by the Cleveland media. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. It's 50 degrees here. 50 is not too bad, as long as you get a little sun with it. I always enjoy your live stream. Shout out to you, Angela Dawkins. I appreciate it. Chambliss last night was it. He was good. He was good last night. I like how he was driving them down the field at the end of the game. He responded to everything that Miami did. He handled that defensive line really well. So Chambliss was balling. He was balling last night. Like I told you on Patreon, Shanithia, that should have been PI. That should have been PI at the end of the game. Should have been PI. You're going to finish your stream, and I'm still going to be on hold. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Toolman, it could be worse. You could be stuck listening to Cleveland media this whole time. How about try to stream college football without the scoreboard up? Try to see. I seen people do it and not get their stream taken off. The next game is tonight. Maybe for the national championship, because I won't be able to do it tonight. The next game is tonight, and then the national championship is the 19th. So that's something we can do. That's something we can do. We can live stream the national championship or do a watch party and see how it goes. We could do a watch party for that. See y'all this weekend. Since I'm a winner, I'm looking forward to my swag gifts. Hey, C.A. Anderson calling her shot. She said I'm winning, y'all. She said I'm winning. A.M. Williams, thank you for another great stream. I appreciate you, A.M. Williams. I appreciate you. Clyde, the CEO, agreed with what you said. Jimmy said there were bad teams and they improved the offensive defense. I think he was referring to the Bears, and it is very sunny. Yeah, when it's 50, if you get some sun, it's manageable. It's definitely manageable. And for real, the Bears were, they were. Andrew Berry also said it. He said 3 teams were not in the playoffs last year. They were picking top 10, and they went from picking top 10 to being in the playoffs. So there you have it. Cleveland media could be worse. Agreed. For real to it, man. Great show. Shout out to you, CO7111. I appreciate y'all. Tap into tomorrow night's stream. We're going to get to see some good football and enjoy our Saturday night together. I appreciate y'all. Enjoy the next couple days, or the next day and a half, I should say. Don't let the haters get to y'all. Peace, everybody. Or actually, let me do this for y'all. Shout out to my Patreon peeps before we go. I gotta go here to do it. Shout out to my Patreon peeps.